The pregame interview is brought to you by State Farm agent Jason May. Make sure you get all the discounts you deserve by calling Jason at 747-7100 today. It is Delta. It is Connersville. Both their first opportunities in the 2020-21 high school basketball season. The keys to tonight's game brought to you by Karen Dahl from Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group.
Well, first of all, for Delta, with a new starting lineup along with Brady Hunt, 4 new starters, one of the most important things is going to have to be take care of the ball. Blake Jones starting at point guard is just a sophomore inexperience. So that's one thing we need to be careful of. Let's don't turn the ball over. Second thing with the new, pretty new starting lineup is rebounding. Are we going to be able to rebound? So that's going to be a key for Delta. And I think even maybe more important than everything is be efficient in your offense. We talked in the pregame show how Connersville likes to control that tempo, so you may not get as many touches you normally would. So let's be real efficient in that offense and run it through Brady Hunt. For Connersville, they want to, like we said, they want to control the tempo and keep that score down. They want to keep it in the 40s and the 50s. They must have an answer for Brady Hunt when they do play defense. Need to slow him down a little bit and make these new people hurt you. Somebody else show us that you can beat us.
Keys to tonight's game brought to you by Karen Dahl of Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group, here to help you through one of the biggest processes you and your family can make. Whether it's buying or selling, Karen's expertise is what you need to take that next step. Please remember Karen Dahl and Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group guiding you home. The starting lineup is brought to you by Mitch Pippen Law. Connersville comes in with 12-year head coach Kerry Brown, 174 wins in his tenure at Connersville. It was a 14-11 season for the Connersville Spartans a year ago. Jonah Graham will be one of the guards, 5'7" and his senior, averaged 7 points a game, a really capable shooter. Toby Phillips will be the point guard, 5'10" and a junior, 5 points, 2 rebounds per game. Forwards are Caleb Sparks, a 6'2" junior, Braxton Myers, a 6'2" sophomore, and Cole Martin, a senior, was a starter halfway through the season last year. He'll start tonight. He is a 6'4" senior. For the Delta Eagles, Mark Detweiler in his 4th year as head coach hit the 300-win plateau with their sectional championship win last year against Hamilton Heights. It's Clay Bragg, one of the guards, 5'9" and a junior. Neil Marshall, the off guard, 6 foot and a junior, averaging 2 points a game a year ago. Logan Maynard, one of the forwards, 6'2" and a senior. Blake Jones, another guard, 5'9" and a sophomore. And it'll be Brady Hunt, ever experienced in the middle, 6'5" and a senior. Lineups brought to you by Mitch Pippen Law. When players get injured, they have a team of doctors that help get them back on the field. If you've been injured, think you may have a claim, you may need a team as well. Call Mitch Pippen for a free consultation at 282-0282 or visit his website, mitchpippenlaw.com. We're back after this.
It seems like applying for a car loan can take forever, but not at my
Give me
credit
about 2 here.
They've accelerated the car loan. Just
satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
The legacy I want to leave behind is a better world. My father was in the Army, my grandfather was in Vietnam, my uncle was in Vietnam. It's just in my blood. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing once you look at it and see the bigger picture of it all. I just feel like we don't have enough people who want to step up and lead anymore. That's how I try to live my everyday life. I try to just help young people. That's our future. And so if we can build them up at a young age, it's their world at that point. I just want this world to be better than what I came into. The legacy I want to leave is just to build young people and to make them stronger, mentally and physically. I'm Private Christian Souffrant. I'm a 92 Yankee Unit Supply Specialist with the Tennessee National Guard.
Road red uniforms with white stripes down the side of their jerseys and pants. Connersville across their chests, and the numbers are a solid red outlined in wide Delta home white uniforms with trim alternating in blue and yellow, and the tip goes to the Eagles. Tip sponsored by Sheriff Gosselin Roofing. This is Blake Jones giving right back to Brady Hunt, top of the circle. A handoff going the other way, Neil Marshall. Jones touches it again as they weave at the top of the key. Connersville opens up with a zone look. Hunt penetrates, loses the basketball, batted on the floor, somehow skips back to Hunt at the top of the circle. Left wing catch for Blake Jones. He'll swing it back to Hunt on the arc. Defended by Cole Martin. Picks up the basketball and finds Neil Marshall. Drives right, feeds the post to Hunt. He double teamed, now triple teamed, and has the ball taken away from him. And here's Connersville on the attack. Toby Billups across the midcourt stripe. Right wing catch now for Jonah Graham. Back in the arms of Billups. Left wing catch now on a chest pass to Caleb Sparks, top of the circle. It's Graham. Another touch for Billups. They have a lot of guard play, a little undersized as Connersville this year. Delta themselves open up with a zone as well. Right wing catch, Toby Phillips. Entry into the post. It's caught by Braxton Myers. Left wing back to Caleb Sparks. And at the top of the circle, it's Jones. Inside catch for Myers. He backs his way into the post, picks up his own dribble, and now to the top of the circle once again, Jonah Graham. Slow moving in the half court here for Connersville.
As we said, Mark, they're going to be very patient, even in a man-to-man offense, but with a zone offense, they're even going to, or zone defense, they're even going to be more patient here.
Free throw line catch, Myers. They swing it around, and a three knocked down from the right wing. It is Caleb Sparks opening up the scoring for Connersville. They're up 3-0. Here's Blake Jones, brings it into the forecourt. They move Marshall off of wing action, and he catches right wing. Gets a ball screen, rolls to the free throw line, back to Jones, drives the lane at the free throw line, into the arms of Hunt. Double team, kick out Jones, steps out of a three to the free throw line, and a top of the key pass from Marshall. He answers the Connersville three with one of his own.
That's going to be a big key for Delta this year. Marshall, we know, is a great shooter, and there's going to be a good inside-outside game with Hunt and Marshall all season.
Only a 34% three-point shooter a year ago. They think he can do much better than that with volume this year. Here's a great lob entry pass. Cole Martin at the edge of the rim, can't finish. Hot with the board, and he pushes up the floor. In transition, a step through, and a right-handed floater, middle of the lane. That's where Brady Hunt is so lethal, the ability to run the open floor.
Delta's going to run when they can. Normally they're patient, but they will definitely run when they get the opportunity.
Delta's first lead at 5-3, 5:23 in the first. Long pass to the opposite corner for Graham, intercepted by Delta's Logan Maynor. Now on the far side for Hunt, controls and gives ahead to Blake Jones in the half court. Right wing, it's swung to Clay Bragg. Now Jones swings to Marshall. Entry pass for Hunt as he was bodying up for position on Cole Martin. Martin shoved him in the back, and so Connersville's big man picks up his first personal foul.
And Martin was trying to establish himself down low and just got a little bit too much.
It's Clay Bragg, the entry man. Little miscombobulated. He's running out of time, and they feed Hunt. He swings out to Marshall. Some space in a three. He missed it long. Rebound inside by Jonah Graham, the smallest player on the floor. It's Connersville in the half court. Right wing, Toby Billups. Back to Martin on the baseline. A quick pass to Braxton Myers. Down top of the key, it's Graham. Inside pass, they find Myers, and he let a player go swinging over the top of him, and that was Logan Maynard. He jumped up quite a few times in the football field as a wide receiver, but that time you don't want to go over to the back of your defensive assignments.
That's one of the great things that Connersville does, run those backdoor plays like that, and that's exactly what happened to Maynard there. He got beat backdoor.
It's Logan Maynard's first personal foul as Connersville swings for an open shooter. It's Sparks missing a three from the left wing. Picked up by Delta's Clay Bragg on the deck. Blake Jones speeds the pace in the forecourt, finds Hunt for a corner three. He rattles it out, rebounded inside again. Jonah Graham, smallest player on the floor, has rebound number 2. He's got a brace on his right arm, and he does shoot with that hand, so we'll see how that affects him on the night. He's their best shooter. Graham swings to the left wing. It's Billups driving the baseline. Extra pass, Graham. Here's his first three-point attempt. It's off the front edge of the rim and out. Great rebound by Cole Martin to keep the possession alive for Connersville as they enter once again to Martin, and he's pushed from the back by Brady Hunt, except maybe Martin might have shoved first. It's an offensive foul. They get Braxton Myers off the ball with his first personal foul. He exits the contest. 4 minutes in the first. Delta leads by a slim margin, 5-3. As Parker Folletic will come in for his first action, Clay Bragg checks out. Those were his first varsity minutes of his career. Blake Jones moving from left to right, finds Folletic right wing, in top of the key caught by Maynard. Off movement, it's Jones catching left perimeter. A swing pass, and they try to post up Hunt, who backs up into the corner inside the three-point arc. Maynard back to Jones. Jones moving around two Connersville defenders, and now swings to Marshall. Marshall eye to eye with his defender, but near the half-court stripe. Left wing catch, it's Maynard, who will move around the arc and find Folletic, who they expect as the season goes on to be more and more of an offensive option. Hunt at the top of the perimeter, drive with physicality, trying to pivot inside, and what do we have? It is a foul on Connersville as the Delta starting five was backing up into their own backcourt, but they were unaware. Foul called on the floor by Connersville. Off movement, it's Marshall swinging around to the corner, back to the right wing. Drive by Maynard, had it stripped, gets his own basketball back, swings out to Marshall, his third three attempt. This one's no good. He's 1 for 3 early, and a fight for the rebound off the hip of Folletic for Delta out of bounds. And with 3:07 in the first, the scoring is sparse between the two. Delta leads by the score of 5-3.
Connersville's man-to-man defense, very sticky. Now, a lot of switching, a lot of double teams. Are really playing aggressively.
Top of the key, here's a swing pass left corner. Caleb Sparks, and a blocking foul, or maybe a moving screen on Connersville, that is. And Delta basketball right away. It is on James Williams, his first. Well, you can tell from the early goings of this, these are two teams just going to try to find their way as they go through the month of December.
Both teams very similar. A lot of screen, a lot of passing cut, passing or screen and roll, backdoor cuts, very similar styles.
It's Jones, left wing, Maynard, inside pass for Folletic. Now backing down in the post, it's Jones, tried the lane, and then outlets a pass to the top of the key, Marshall. No Delta players with the last names of Hunt or Marshall have tried a shot until then, when Parker Folletic was on the left wing and knocked down a triple. Delta's lead 8-3, but it feels much larger than that as there's physicality inside and pushing inside the post. It was pretty much 8 of the 10 players on the floor were right there underneath the basket, and somebody got caught for a push on the Delta side.
Here's Marshall.
It is Neil Marshall's first. And inside off the baseline action, they find James Williams right at the edge of the cup, and he lays in 2 over traffic.
Somebody fell asleep there for Delta and got a wide open layup on the inbounds play.
2:12 to play in the first. Left wing catch Feletic, fresh off a three-point attempt a moment ago that went down. Marshall top of the key catch. Swings to Feletic and now in the hands of Jones. Back to Hunt. Has 2 early on in this game. He'll drive the right edge of the lane and reach and foul will be called on Gage Brown. Their 6'6" reserve picks up his first personal foul. 1:56 to play in the opening quarter of the contest. Your roof is there to protect your family. Make sure you're doing all you can to protect them. Sheriff Goslin Roofing has been helping families for generations. Remember to call Pete Dahlia or look them up at worryfreeroof.com. Hunt off the inbound, steps back for a 3 right wing and knocks it through. Brady Hunt with 5. Connersville to counter. Left wing, it's Luke Sullenbarger. And up to the edge, it's Brown. Inside traffic, a pass that's intercepted by Hunt. He pushes in transition again. Steps back to the top of the key. Second straight 3, no. It skids off the front iron and rebounded by James Williams for Connersville. Toby Billups brings it up the basketball floor. Left wing, it's Graham. Top of the key, it's Luke Sullenbarger as they feed Gage Brown inside. That 6'6" mismatch. A great pass inside leads Brown right to the edge of the rim for a foul by Delta. It's free throws coming for junior 6'6" Gage Brown.
Great entry pass there to get Brown that layup.
And the first personal foul by Caleb Jones for Delta. Brown misses the first free throw. This is an area that Connersville really struggled with a year ago. 62% as a team. That is way under the threshold head coaches would like as a team. Brown one more and splits a pair. Delta's lead 11-6 as we're nearing the end of the first quarter of play. 1:09 to play as Blake Jones takes his time walking it up across the timeline. At the top of the key, swings a pass to Hunt. He'll work on Brown, a jump step to the free throw line, kick out to Jones. Ball screen gets Jones free. They slip Hunt to the perimeter, pump fake in the lane, kick out for Bragg for a 3 in the corner. No, rebound by Jones, keeping a possession alive for Delta with 47 seconds in the first. It's Jones to the elbow, Hunt, backing down Marshall. Extra pass Jones, back to Feletic. Now Jones to Bragg as they move players around inside. Hunt's on the perimeter left, and what do we have? Mark Detweiler may have wanted a timeout, and then he makes it clear, nope, wasn't calling it. Maybe a word for his starting 5 that sounded like timeout, but it was not a timeout.
It also gave opportunity for Connersville to sneak a sub in there too.
They take whatever advantage you can possibly take early on. 11-6 Delta. Entry pass Bragg with 34 seconds in the first. Parker Feletic, top of the circle. It's Blake Jones. Jones has the basketball cradled on his right hip as he leans into his defender and now swings a pass to Parker Feletic. Back to Jones. Hunt's at the free throw line, defended by 2 Connersville players, and now gets the basketball with 16 seconds in the first. Right back in the hands, Jones. Left wing catch, Caleb Jones to Feletic, back to Hunt with 8. A long 3 on the way is short, almost skidded in the hole, and a fight for the rebound on the baseline with 4.1 seconds. It's a loose ball foul on Delta, which will be their 4th in the first quarter. Connersville going to have to go the length of the floor for this final 4.1 to get a last look.
Hunt made it shot just a little bit early, because that was very deep too.
Jonah Graham finds Toby Phillips, speeds up the floor in a couple of seconds, tries an extra pass, and a shot that's up will not count. It didn't fall anyway. Caleb Sparks just a tick too late got the basketball, and that ends play in quarter number 1, with Delta leading 11-6 here at home against Connersville. Second quarter. When we return next, you're listening to Muncie Sports Station, 102.9 FM, 1340 AM, and search WXFN on your phone's app store.
Sparks Computerized Car Care on West Bethel Avenue in Muncie is your complete auto service and maintenance shop in Muncie. Family owned and operated since 1990 with over 100 years of combined experience. Standard maintenance, tire service, brake repair, engine transmission, and more. Sparks Computerized Car Care will take care of you bumper to bumper. Schedule an appointment online at sparksauto.net. That's sparksauto.net. Sparks Computerized Car Care in Muncie.
Again, and the biggest weakness in the zone defense.
It's Graham, a long three from the corner, pushing inside, and a loose ball foul will be on the Delta Eagles. It looks like it might be on Neil Marshall. That would be his second amongst traffic underneath the basket. So a pair of Delta guards with 2 personal fouls each in the first half.
The point I was going to make is it's a key to get the ball in the middle of a zone defense, and Delta is preventing that from happening right now and really forcing Connersville to shoot from way out.
Billups lobs a long pass into the backcourt. It is Jonah Graham to the top of the circle. Right wing catch. It was Sparks for a moment. He'll get it back. Double team on the zone. They find Brown inside. The pass that he was throwing underneath the basket got batted in the air and intercepted by Delta. Here comes Blake Jones across the half-court stripe. Near side for Bragg. Quick catch from Marshall. He was almost pushed to his spot. And now back to Bragg. Long three on the way is no good. Tracking the rebound, both Bragg and Graham got there. Graham boxed out, let that go out of bounds, so it's Connersville basketball. With 5:59 left in the first half, still an 11-6 lead for Delta. In the first half, no scoring yet in the second quarter. Here's Toby Billups. Walks up the basketball for Delta, still a zone look. It's been their best defensive set because Connersville does struggle to shoot the three as they swing a pass to Graham in the right corner. Right back to Billups. Feed the pass inside. Brown had it batted from his fingertips by Brady Hunt. And as he moves in the open floor, all Connersville could do to stop the momentum of Hunt was reach in for the foul.
The one time that Connersville was able to get it in the middle of that zone, Brady Hunt made a great play, knocked it loose.
And that is now 2 on Gage Brown, the 6'6". He's really the only matchup that Connersville may have for Brady Hunt. Maybe not the mobility, but the battle inside. Hunt is skying over every other assignment that he'll see in this matchup as Hunt catches top of the perimeter, moves with physicality, kicks out for a three. That is Parker Foletic, and this time he misses everything. It's rebounded by Connersville. Left wing, it's Toby Billups with pace up the floor, but Delta's able to set their half-court zone defense. 5:07 left in the first half. Here's a long pass to Billups on the baseline catch by Braxton Myers. Reverse a basketball pass to Sparks, tries a right wing three, and he hits. And Mark Detweiler, right after the make, calls a timeout. 4:55 left in the first half, in Connersville within 2 of Delta. 11-9 here at Delta High School. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Muncie Sports Station, 102.9 FM, 1340 AM. Search WXFN on your phone's app store.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA
back up to Hunt. Delta again, just like Connersville in their half-court offensive set, really difficult to get anything moving. 4:19 and counting as Hunt backs down on the perimeter, tries to shield some room from Marshall to get free, and Maynard catches right perimeter. A swing pass inside intended for Hunt, knocked away by Williams. Hunt tracks the basketball down somehow. Here's Foletic on the perimeter. Extra pass, Marshall, another three, and he knocks it through in the corner left.
That's exactly what they're looking for from Neil Marshall. Great look.
Delta has, on their 5 makes in the contest, 4 have been from the three-point arc. 14-9, they lead with 3:44 left in the first half. Here's a drive from Billups, waits for the defense to go over the top, and it's no good, rebounded by Brady Hunt. Here he maneuvers up the floor between his legs at the free throw line, drives the lane, lost the ball, there was contact. Connersville had it for a moment. They swing a pass to Foletic, a three on the way. He hits as the defense was retreating to the shooter in the corner. Foletic slipped out the backside corner and hit another triple. Delta, 6 makes, 5 threes in the game. Their largest lead right now, 17-9. As Graham, a long three to answer. He missed everything. Williams tries to save it in, but in the hands of the Delta Eagles. Here comes Brady Hunt up the floor. Again, almost stumbled on his dribble to fall over, but maintains control inside 3 minutes in the first half. All things considered, the Delta start here, you're pleased with.
Oh, absolutely. Amazingly, though, they've only taken 1 non-3-point shot for the day.
It's Marshall to Hunt, right wing. It's Blake Jones. Jones defended tightly by James Williams, and the Connersville fans, the slim amount of them there in the building, liking the physicality. Here's a long pass from Jones intended for Hunt and intercepted by Connersville. It was a difficult angle. In transition, it's Graham. 5 paces away from the arc. Thought about the three for a moment, but then gave up the basketball to Tony Billups at the top of the circle. 2:19 and counting. Left wing catch and 3 attempt from Sparks. It was a long one, missed. Rebounded by Delta, and Blake Jones has control of the pace. Jones walks the basketball literally into the forecourt. Left wing, it's Maynor. Catch for Falenik, has 2 threes here in the first half. Marshall trying to slip free on the baseline, and Billups for Connersville held him. It's the first personal foul by Toby Billups with exactly 2 minutes to play in the first half.
So far, I'm very surprised that Connersville is settling on all those three-point shots. But, you know, as long as they're taking them, Dell's going to stay in that zone and make them launch it from way out there.
And Neil Marshall for 1-and-1 free throws the rest of the way. Delta will be at the free throw line at every foul. Marshall nails the first. Only 4 attempts for Neil Marshall a year ago at the free throw line, exclusively really a shooter off the bench. 16 of his 20 makes a year ago were from the three-point arc. One more for Marshall to make it a perfect trip, and he does so. Neil Marshall leads the Delta basketball team with 8 points here in the first half, and Delta's first double-figure lead here in the contest, 19-9. 152 and counting. Catch in the left corner for Luke Sullenberger. He swings around and finds Billups now. Back to Sullenberger. He was alone. Now drives the baseline with hesitation. The defense collapses. And a drive from Billups. Backdoor cut for Martin. And a steal almost from Marshall. But he had control when his backside was on the end line. And so 133 remains in the first half. And Delta's defense has been splendid.
That's an outstanding hustle defensive play there by Marshall. He was beat backdoor, but he got dirty, got on the floor, dove, and knocked that ball loose. Knocked it out of bounds.
Entry pass by Toby Billups into the backcourt, Luke Sullenberger, and he'll walk it up the floor. Another zone look defensively for Delta. Top of the key, Billups. Long pass inside. Athleticism over the top for Myers to try to reel it in, but the pass was high from the start, out of bounds. It is Delta basketball with 1:23 to play, leading by 10. Delta has won this quarter 8-3 so far, +5 here. They feed a pass to Hunt. It was a late pass because Hunt was wide open for a moment. Ball was batted away by Connersville, out of bounds. Delta regains control in their half court and entry here with 1:12 to play in the first half.
Definitely, we're trying to post up Hunt there down low, see if they can get something down around the bucket going.
It's Bragg inside to Hunt at the top of the key. Finds Jones, swings the pass around to Bragg. Inside Hunt for position, and Bragg weaves around the arc. Jones tries to drive, does so, kicks out Hunt. Alone for a moment, he pops, and a three, good. That's too much space for Brady Hunt. His second triple here in the first half. He now has 8, and Delta extends their lead 22-9.
That's what makes it so tough to guard him. You've got to stay out there with him because he can definitely, just like that, pull up and nail the three.
It's Billups on the left wing. Swings a pass to Sullenberger. Now to Billups. Free throw line catch, Gage Brown. Pump fake gets him in the lane. And Hunt got too much body into him initially, and he'll be guilty with the first personal foul of the evening. 28.6 seconds remain in the first half, and Delta has outscored Connersville after trailing very briefly early on, 3-0. They've outscored Connersville 22-6 the rest of the way as Gage Brown knocks down the first of 1-and-1 free throws. One more coming for the 6'6" junior big man. Brown for the second, he hits both. Valuable commodity when you have a 6'6" player able to knock down free throws with touch like Gage Brown just did. 22-11, Delta leads by that 11-point margin. Doubling up Connersville so far, 15 seconds in the first half. Delta would like to hold for the final look as Hunt drives inside the free throw line. Kick out to Clay Bragg with 8. With 7, it's Blake Jones, gets a screen, moves off of it, drives the lane. Right-hand touch shot is out of control. And here's Connersville running the floor. A right-hand touch shot again. That one out of control as well. And Toby Billups misses, and the horn sounds to end the first half of play. Delta doubling up Connersville after one half of play, 22-11. We're back for the Mancinos of Muncie halftime show. You're listening to Muncie Sports Station, 102.9 FM, 1340 AM, and search WXFN on your phone's app store.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
The legacy I want to leave behind is a better world. My father was in the Army, my grandfather was in Vietnam, my uncle was in Vietnam. It's just in my blood. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing once you look at it and see the bigger picture of it all. I just feel like we don't have enough people who want to step up and lead anymore. That's how I try to live my everyday life. I try to just help young people. That's our future. And so if we can build them up at a young age, it's their world at that point. I just want this world to be better than what I came into. The legacy I want to leave is just to build young people and to make them stronger, mentally and physically. I'm Private Christian Souffrant. I'm a 92 Yankee Unit Supply Specialist with the Tennessee National Guard.
Sparks Computerized Car Care on West Bethel Avenue in Muncie is your complete auto service and maintenance shop in Muncie. Family owned and operated since 1990 with over 100 years of combined experience. Standard maintenance, tire service, brake repair, engine transmission, and more. Sparks Computerized Car Care will take care of you bumper to bumper. Schedule an appointment online at sparksauto.net. That's sparksauto.net. Sparks Computerized Car Care in Muncie.
One thing, so I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal beef pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
Delaware County High School basketball on Muncie's Sports Station.
Thanks for listening to the Mancino's of Muncie halftime show. The full meal deal available at Mancino's in Muncie. Your favorite pizza or grinder. Finished off with a visit next door to the sweet shop. Come in or pick up if you're on the go. Mancino's in Muncie on Bethel Avenue, a passionate supporter of high school sports in our community. Just the beginnings of the third quarter. Neil Marshall will feed Brady Hunt deep in the left-hand post. Kick out Bragg, a right wing three on the way. A little strong. Ball bounces on the ground. Neil Marshall picks it up. Tries a mid-range J. That falls out. Ball batted around for a second offensive rebound, and it's last touched by Connersville. So Clay Bragg, the entry. High jump into the air for Hunt to reel in the pass. It's Marshall swinging the Bragg. Back down Hunt, facing up two defenders. Kick out Marshall. Pump fake, steps to the side, tries a three. No. Rebound, batted around inside, and a battle again. And a loose ball fell on Connersville as Delta will just not go away in their half court with their first possession here in the second half. It is Cole Martin's third personal foul. All content and live play-by-play coming from the Henry Community Health broadcast booth. Suffering with chronic pain, interventional pain specialist Dr. Scott Taylor, Dr. Andrew Davison. Want to help manage your chronic pain? Check out the different options they have available and what they could do for you at RelieveChronicPainNow.org. Delta with Blake Jones on the left wing, looking for Hunt inside, and they feed him. He'll face his defender, bounce once, twice, lead in on a fadeaway in the middle of the paint, and that is unguardable, Rob Fisher.
Definitely a point of emphasis at halftime. It looks to me like they're really trying to pound it into Hunt now.
Well, limited touches, limited attempts, and he still is in double figures. The only Delta player there so far. Delta leads 24-11. Right wing, it's Toby Billups. Top of the key, Jonah Graham. Left wing, catch, Braxton Myers. As Billups swings to Graham, he's an electric three-point shooter, but he's missed on all three attempts so far in this contest. Graham doesn't put it on the floor, finds Billups. A pull-up from the free throw line. A great shot by Toby Billups, his first points.
Nice little pull-up jump shot there. Good move.
24-13. Delta's lead is still in double figures. A handoff to Hunt near the Delta logo just across the midcourt stripe. Logan Maynor, a jump step as James Williams harasses him defensively. Left wing, Hunt bullies his way inside. A kick out for Jones, stops at the free throw line. Backdoor feed for Bragg, tried the reverse lay-in and left it a little bit short. Rebounded by Toby Billups for Connersville. Excellent pass from Jones. Here's Jonah Graham, top of the key, finding Braxton Myers. Swinging to the top of the arc to reel in the pass is Caleb Sparks. Now back to Billups. Drives the lane into traffic. Great feed to Williams on the left side of the rim and lays in two. James Williams has his second bucket of the contest and a timeout on the floor. 5:32 left in the third. Delta's lead 24-15 over Connersville. We're back after this on Muncie Sports Station.
I'm attorney Mitch Pippin.
A minute.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
Electric business in downtown Muncie. Now 85 years later, Lehman's Inc. provides that same quality service and installation for heating and air conditioning systems. If you're in need of service for your existing system, a trained Lehman's technician will diagnose the problem and provide a proposal for repairs. If you're looking to replace your current home comfort system, Lehman's is a trained comfort specialist for this area. It's hard to stop a train. Call for an appointment to receive a free appraisal. Lehman's also offers financing for your new system. We're Lehman's. We're here for you.
You're listening to Delaware County High School basketball on Muncie's Sports Station.
Back in action and a quick foul in the Delta front court. Connersville's Braxton Myers picks up foul number 2 of the contest. Delta leads 24-15, 5:21 left in the third. Great feed from Jones, leads Parker Feletic to the rim. Now Marshall pump fakes on a 3 on the high block right. Gives up to Feletic and back in the hands of Logan Maynor. Maynor, a ball screen, moves left and finds Blake Jones. Thought about driving inside. He's harassed by Jonah Graham. Here's a swing pass intended for Hunt, a little out of the reach of Brady Hunt. And a turnover on Blake Jones with 5 minutes to play in the third.
Just a little bit wide on the pass. You can expect that from a young sophomore. He's doing a great job tonight, so you're gonna have mistakes.
24-15, Connersville looking to get a little closer. It's their first time here in the second half being under a double-digit lead by their opponent. Top of the key, Toby Billups. Left wing catch, it's Braxton Myers. Now to Graham. Sparks catches. He's got a couple of threes in this contest. It's Billups off movement. Graham catches there, defended by Jones. And top of the key, Billups back to Sparks for a three. No. Rebounded by Neil Marshall. He's got a couple of those in the contest. And Logan Maynard gives it right back to Blake Jones. They're entrusting a lot with this young sophomore. He's done a nice job, as you mentioned a couple of times, Rob.
He surely has.
As on the sideline, Feletic, Williams got a little close on him, may have reached in and picks up foul number 2 of the contest. He's been one of their best defenders. He provides such energy when he comes in. You can just tell the level of defensive intensity changes when he enters the contest. It's Feletic on the left wing, dribbling around Williams, sliding his feet in defense of Feletic. Top of the key, it's Marshall. Left wing, Jones, defended by Graham. Right back in the hands of Parker Feletic. As Hunt delivers a screen, looking to deliver another. It frees up Feletic, gets him in the lane. A kick out from Marshall, pump fake, and then fires with a man in his face. Can't hit the three, and an over-the-back call on an attempt for an offensive rebound for Parker Feletic. It is his first personal foul offensively.
The momentum turn here. I can see Connersville trying to work their way back into this thing.
Here in the forecourt, left wing, it is Caleb Sparks. Now to Braxton Myers. Back to Sparks and finding Billups. Billups gives to Myers again. And Graham to Sparks. Still everything on the perimeter for Connersville. Great pass by Graham into the corner. It's Billups trying to feed Williams inside. It skids off of the knee of Brady Hunt out of bounds. Reeds Plumbing in Yorktown takes pride in supporting Delaware County student athletes. Call today 744-7950 to find out how they can help you. Call the best, flush the rest. It is Reeds Plumbing in Yorktown. Long pass into the backcourt for Jonah Graham.
Sorry, it seems to me Connersville's being a lot more Connersville-like as far as being patient, working their offense here. The first half, I thought they were real quick on pulling the trigger on those threes. So far, it seems like they're being a little bit more patient and letting the offense kind of run itself.
Here's Jonah Graham trying to slip through on the baseline, and he's trapped from doing so. And a reverse pass now to Braxton Myers. Left wing, it's Graham, defended by Markel Bond. He's in the game for the first time tonight for the Delta Eagles. This zone defense providing issues, but Sparks will find himself alone for 3 right wing misses. Rebounded by Logan Maynard. Far side for Markel Bond. Right wing trying to change paces on his defender and swings a pass to Maynard. Top of the key, Marshall. Catch at the free throw line and a turnaround from Hunt. He was triple covered and missed the shot. Rebounded by Toby Billups. Left wing, Caleb Sparks alone. It's Graham. He's lethal from there and shows why. That was his most wide open look of the evening, and Jonah Graham's first triple of the season. Connersville is within 6. This started as an 11-point halftime lead for Delta. It has evaporated a bit. Now on the left wing, it's Feletic. Markel Bond trying to maneuver the defense and finding Feletic in the corner. Steps out of a 3-point try. Blocked on the baseline by Williams. They feed Hunt. Backdoor cut and a great find to Maynard right at the edge of the rim. He'll lay in his first 2 of the night. And a quick timeout from Mark Detweiler. 1:38 left in the third. Delta's lead up to 8, 26-18 at Delta High School. We're back with you right after this on Muncie Sports Station.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Indiana. So you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Jason May at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Jason May is ready to help you here in Muncie. Call Jason today at 747-7100. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're listening to Delaware County High School basketball on Muncie's Sports Station.
Out of the timeout here in the third quarter, Connersville has control, trailing by 8 to Delta here at Delta High School. Swing pass to Graham. Bond gets awfully close to a takeaway. Right wing catch, it's Billups driving the baseline and reached in upon by Parker Foletic. The full meal deal is available at Mancino's in Muncie. Your favorite pizza or grinder. Finish off with a visit next door to the sweet shop. Come in or pick up if you're on the go. Mancino's in Muncie on Bethel Avenue, a passionate supporter of high school sports in our community. Foletic picks up foul number 3. As late from the sidelines for Delta, Blake Jones will check in and the officials allow it as Foletic checks out with those 3 personal fouls. A minute 22 to play in the third. Luke Sullenberger swings a pass in to Toby Billups at the top of the circle. Defended by Jones. Billups blows by him. Swings a pass to Graham. He tries a 3, but there was a foul inside on the contact between Billups and Logan Maynor. An offensive foul on Toby Billups, his second.
Great position by Maynor. Set him up, set Billups up, and got the charge.
They love the athleticism of Logan Maynor. He will never really show up on the stat sheet, but he's just going to throw his body around and not afraid of contact by any means. It is Maynor, top of the circle. Here is Bond. Handoff to Marshall. Left wing catch, it's Logan Maynor. Swinging a pass to Hunt. Double coverage on him at all times. And here's Bond on the perimeter. Tries to drive the lane, but shuffled the feet first. A travel on Markel Bond as Connersville wants to make a substitution, and Caleb Sparks enters the contest for the end of the third quarter. 53 seconds on the clock. Connersville trails by 8. It's Jonah Graham with a waist-high dribble with his left hand, eye-to-eye with Markel Bond, the defender for Delta. Left wing, it's Caleb Sparks, swinging a pass, Sullenberger. He'll dribble once, crossover gets him in the lane, a kick out in the corner. Cole Martin has to swing a pass to the left wing, Sparks. Now Sullenberger at the top of the key. Back to Sparks, and he'll dribble around the top of the arc as Connersville likely patient with the final look.
Delta's been man-to-man here in this possession.
Here's Martin on the drive, stumbles on his dribble at the baseline, kick out Sparks, he'll try a 3, skids off the front iron, it's rebounded by Logan Maynor with 6, with 5, up the floor, Hunt steps to the side, pump fake with 2, a 3 on the way, he hit it, and the clock expires in the third. Brady Hunt with 13, and that was a pretty move. Delta back to a double-figure lead as we enter the fourth quarter, 29-18. Back for the fourth after this on Muncie Sports Station.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
Sparks Computerized Car Care on West Bethel Avenue in Muncie is your complete auto service and maintenance shop in Muncie. Family owned and operated since 1990 with over 100 years of combined experience. Standard maintenance, tire service, brake repair, engine, transmission, and more. Sparks Computerized Car Care will take care of you bumper to bumper. Schedule an appointment online at sparksauto.net. That's sparksauto.net. Sparks Computerized Car Care in Muncie.
Tuffy Auto Service isn't going to sell you a bunch of stuff you don't need for your car. Rather, they will educate you and let you make the decision on what's best. Tuffy Auto Service on McGalliard Road, just east of Wheeling Avenue. Delta's lead 11 as we enter the fourth quarter of play. Connersville and Delta for each of the first contests of the 2020-21 boys basketball season for these opponents. And Connersville will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter of play. Luke Solenbarger at the top of the key.
Excuse me, Martin. And Delta goes back to the zone to start the quarter.
Solenbarger on the right wing. And yes, that sliding zone with a small lineup for Delta anchored by Hunt. And speaking of, the ball skips in his hands for a turnover for Connersville and a steal for Hunt. Here comes Blake Jones swinging a pass left. Marshall has hit a pair of threes in this contest. And now Hunt catches in the corner left. He'll work on the smaller defender, back him down in the middle of the paint, kick out Bragg, a corner three on the way, and it's good! Clay Bragg knocks down his first points of the night.
Just want to point out that Brady Hunt makes players better around him. Did a great job of driving and dishing. Found Bragg wide open.
Well, great vision for Brady Hunt, and last year, Hunt averaged just 1 assist a game. I imagine that number will go up significantly because of all the attention he'll get on the offensive end. 32-18, Delta leads, and Cole Martin catches left perimeter as they find Graham wide open, and he answers the three again. He was wide open, and this is a young man of 130 made attempts, or 135 makes last year. 130 of them were from three. 52 makes, all of them were three. Of 135 attempts, 130 were threes. As a baseline fadeaway for Hunt goes, he backed down his defender and made 2 points look very easy there on a very difficult look. Brady Hunt, a team-high 15, and Delta's lead 13, 34-21, 6:10 to play. Left wing catching a pump fake. Billups, a pull-up from the elbow, and he doesn't miss there. That seems to be his range. He's hit a couple of shots from there, and Kerry Brown for Connersville wants to take a break after that make. 6:03 to play, and Delta's lead is 34-23. You're listening to Muncie Sports Station.
It's the biggest pizza you'll ever see. The Mammoth at Mancino's Pizza and Grinders in Muncie. 24 inches of pizza perfection. Fully customizable to satisfy even the most picky of tastes. In fact, it's so big, you need to invite the whole family just to finish it. We're talking your cousins, maybe even your neighbor, that guy who cuts your lawns, your son's entire Little League Baseball club. Point is, it's a team effort. So get the Mammoth Pizza tonight at Mancino's Pizza and Grinders in Muncie on Bethel in front of Rural King.
Hi, this is Karen Dahl with Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group in Muncie. Today's real estate market is one of many challenges. This market is moving fast. When you and your family are ready to take that next step on fulfilling your dream, you're going to need someone with the experience and expertise to guide you through this most challenging process. I have the training and resources to make your dreams come true. Please remember, Karen Dahl and Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group, guiding you home.
You're listening to Delaware County High School basketball on Muncie's Sports Station.
All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm. You can earn up to 30% in discounts. Just download the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm to get started, or call State Farm agent Jason May at 747-7100 today. Delta leads 34-23, inside 6 minutes to play, and they have the basketball with that 11-point lead. Top of the key, it is Blake Jones. Jones swinging around traffic at the top of the key. He's harassed by Graham, gives up to Bragg for a moment, back to Blake Jones. Now a handoff to Hunt, drives the baseline, swings around traffic, backs down his defender, in trouble a bit, and feeds a pass inside for Caleb Jones, saves it from going out of bounds, but threw it away to Toby Billups for Connersville. Ahead to Graham, a pump fake, waits to the defense to go by, and from the backside, Marshall reached in and got some contact on the arm. It is Neil Marshall for Delta's third personal foul of the evening.
I think they gave that to Bragg, Mark.
Oh, they did give it to Bragg. It's his first. Excuse me.
He got a little bit more skin than Marshall did, I guess.
So Clay Bragg's first personal foul, 3 points for him on the night. 5:25 to play in the fourth. Here's a long pass for Graham, almost intercepted by Blake Jones, but it was perfect trajectory for Billups. Brings it into the forecourt. Right wing catch now for Caleb Sparks. Back to Graham. Left wing Cole Martin. Martin gives up to Sparks. Right back into the arms of Graham. Double team there. Now Bragg switches on Graham. And Martin to the top of the key. Back to Graham. Swing pass to Martin. Tries to feed a pass in traffic, and it's batted away and intercepted by Delta. They've done that a few times, denying the post feed. It's Blake Jones eye to eye with his defender. A slow crossover that gets a little space between himself and Graham. And now Bragg with controls. And Marshall with a rip through to get some space as he catches. Jones to Bragg, right wing. As Delta attacks in their half court. A little bump from Jones on Graham. And now Brady Hunt controls. Hunt with a crossover, gets him in the lane and bumped as he was approaching the rim with Williams there awaiting contact. And a foul on Connersville with 4:26 in the fourth.
Getting to the point now where Delta can afford to be a little bit more patient. Try to get to the free throw line here shortly.
Cole Martin picks up foul number 4 of the contest as Hunt off movement on an off ball shot from the corner hits another 3. Brady Hunt has 18. He's come alive here in the second half, and Delta extends their lead to 14.
Be patient unless, of course, Brady Hunt has a 3-point play.
Man. We might see him shoot a little bit more from the perimeter as before. Here's a pass to Graham, corner left. Back to the top of the key, it's Toby Billups. Now to Cole Martin with those 4 personal fouls. Throws a pass right to Brady Hunt, who intercepts it, and now will bring it up the floor. Delta looking good at this moment. 3:47 to play and a 14-point lead in the basketball. 37-23 lead. At the top of the key, it's Jones. Now to Bragg. To Jones again, who will survey traffic, find Caleb Jones, who came off the bench, has played a consistent amount of minutes here in the second half. Now Brady Hunt drives on Martin to the elbow, picks up his dribble, gives to Bragg right wing, swings around the big body of Hunt for the shield. Pump fake from Hunt, gets him to the free throw line. Above 3 players, knocks down a free throw line jumper shot. The pull up from a 6'5" post player is just so tough to defend. Hunt now has 20. As now on the perimeter, it's Cole Martin who got the pass, and Hunt got there a little bit late and contacted the man who caught the basketball. Brady Hunt with 2. That's now the 14th career game for Brady Hunt with 20 points. He had 8 last year. Starts the season with a 20-point performance here at home in game number 1.
And you know, the last part of this game has been winning time, and it's been Brady Hunt time. He made that great shot at the end of the quarter to take the lead back up, and it's been his quarter so far in the fourth.
In the corner, Billups drives the baseline, shielded by Hunt. Right wing, it's Graham who catches. May have got slapped in the face for a moment. He kind of shakes off as he gets rid of the basketball. He looks to be okay as Graham catches top of the perimeter. Now a drive from Billups and a baseline jumper on the way. Skids off the back iron and rebounded by Blake Jones as Delta with 2:33 and counting, a 16-point lead. Nearing victory number 1 of the season. As Jones backs down his defender, Graham harassing, and what do we have? A 5-second call, and Mark Detweiler can't believe it. Mark Detweiler cannot believe it, and it goes to Connersville.
It did seem a little quick.
And I think part of the frustration Mark Detweiler may have is that the Connersville fans were almost egging on the official and felt like that might have influenced the decision there. As here's the left wing catch for Toby Billups. Drives between traffic, dump off inside, and a lay-in that's too strong for Gage Brown. Gets his own rebound, kicks out to Graham. A long 3, no good, but he's fouled on that 3-point arc in the act of shooting with 2:09 to play. Basketball 101.
Yep, mental mistake.
Never foul a jump shooter. Oh, wow. They're going to call it on the floor.
Wow.
I'm pretty surprised about that because the contact came simultaneously with the missed shot. Man.
Coach Brown seems satisfied with it. I don't see a whole lot of...
I'm awfully surprised about that one. So just a common foul, and now a 5-second call on Connersville, who couldn't get it in quickly enough. And Delta right back with it with 2:09 to play. A long entry needed here. They lead by 16 points. It's a backcourt pass to Brady Hunt. He'll walk up the floor with Braxton Myers harassing him. Hunt crosses him over. Hunt gets into the lane. He's tripped as he's in the paint, and all good. A little physical contact, and may have slipped as Hunt tries to get the traction back down and slides his feet to maybe limit another situation just like that. 2:01 to play. Delta 39 and Connersville 23. Lob to Hunt in the backcourt. Hunt trying to drive by his defender, finds Neil Marshall, corner right, Maynor, head fake, and may have slid his feet. He had a free lane on the baseline, and he was ready to elevate. Yep. So there was, there's been mistakes on both sides, no doubt about it, but when Delta's needed to make shots, they've done it with a lot more frequency than Connersville's been able to do, and Caleb Sparks is going to check in for the final minute 54, barring the unforeseen. Delta will go to 1-0 here. But Connersville is going to put up some volume of shots from the perimeter. It's Sparks on the right wing. Now top of the key, Graham. Left wing catch. Now Braxton Myers. Back to Toby Billups. To the free throw line. Kick out Myers. A three on the way. Too strong. Myers battles for the rebound. Punt is kind of pushed out of the way as they battle for the offensive board. And it is a foul on Delta.
Hunt, I think.
Brady Hunt with his... it's Braxton Myers. I was going to say.
The other 32.
I was going to say, that looked like Hunt was underneath, and Hunt was the one being pushed. And so Myers picks up foul number 3, and now Brady Hunt to the free throw line because Connersville's in the penalty. Brady Hunt, 72% free throw shooter a year ago. He misses the first, and it is rebounded by Connersville. Here comes Toby Billups. Billups swings a pass over to Williams, and back to Billups on the left perimeter. Slow moving in this half-court set is Graham. Back to Billups, top of the perimeter, drives to the free throw line. Inside the free throw line, right-hand touch shot, no. Williams with the offensive board for Connersville. They swing a pass now to Myers, alone for 3, no. Williams another offensive board, and the dirty work from James Williams pays off. He puts in 2 right at the edge of the rim. 6 for Williams as Brady Hunt, under a minute to play, weaves around in the backcourt and will be fouled. Free throws coming for Brady Hunt here with 58.3 to play in the fourth. And it is James Williams again, his fourth. Gage Brown with 2 tonight. Cole Martin with 4. James Williams with 4. Those are all the members of the Connersville bunch that have switched on Brady Hunt at different times this evening. Just gives you a little glimpse at how difficult that matchup really is.
There's another example of what he can do, bringing the ball up himself there, and then, of course, Connersville got a foul.
And Brady Hunt
at the line.
Brady Hunt has 22. He had both free throws as Graham, a wide open 3, and knocks it through right wing. And a quick timeout from Kerry Brown after the make from Jonah Graham. That's his third 3 of this half. And Delta's lead is 41-28 with 51.6 to play in the fourth. You're listening to Muncie Sports Station. in the backcourt, brings ahead to Toby Billups, drives right by Blake Jones. A kick out to Braxton Myers. He's alone, fires with some hesitation, missed it. Rebound inside, back to Myers, feed inside for Williams, and he'll finish 2. And another timeout from Kerry Brown after the make with 26.2, still an 11-point cushion for the Delta Eagles here. Tumpy Auto Service isn't going to sell you a bunch of stuff you don't need for your car. Rather, they will educate you and let you make the decision on what's best. Tumpy Auto Service on McGowan Road, just east of Wheeling Avenue. And just as much as these timeouts at the end are, something crazy could happen in 26.2, unlikely so, but this is setting everything up, and with the lack of practice time, some teams didn't have scrimmages, all of that accumulates into situational basketball at the end of games when they may be out of hand. You got to work through those things as the season goes on, because this is as valuable as practice time with the limited time that there has been this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he could actually be down there saying, okay, well, let's play this as a tie game. We're looking for a good shot, and we'll set something up here. So, yeah, you're always working for the next game.
And inbound for Logan Maynor. He's bodied in the backcourt. Now to Marshall. He's surrounded by 2 players and then finally fouled with 21.8. And I asked both coaches about that. Hey, okay, the cliches of, hey, we want to be our best at the end of the year. Hey, the regular season record doesn't happen. It gets tired. And in most normal seasons, you kind of shake that off because you still have a program to build. And, Delta likes to be winning 20 games every year.
Absolutely.
But this year, it is going to be much more of that for inexperienced and very role player heavy from one year to the next that these two teams have because of the lack of practice time and everything we're going through right now. Neil Marshall hit both free throws there. He has 10, and Connersville lets the ball roll up the floor. Billups blows by. Marshall gets to the rim, leaves a lay-in short. Rebound offensively by Braxton Myers. Put back, no. Billups gets the rebound for a second offensive attempt. And now Billups drives into traffic. Good bank shot that goes through, and another timeout from Kerry Brown with 8.4. And this is precisely what he's doing. He's playing the situational stuff just to get them in the rhythm of so. 8.4 seconds to play, and Delta's lead is 43-32. Jones Autobody fixes paint, chips, collision repair, and more. Give J.R. Fannin and his staff a call at 284-2593 so they can diagnose the problem in your car and get you back on the road. Jones Autobody proud to support all Delaware County schools this year.
Mark, I found it interesting. Old-timers like me will remember that these two schools shared the same coach, the great Hall of Famer Basil Mobby. Coached at Delta in the early 70s, early in his career, and then, of course, went on to Connersville and guided them to the 83 state championship team with everybody. Remember the Heinemann twins that were so good. But I just found it very interesting that Coach Mobby been at both schools and early in his career got his start here at Delta.
An extensive history for Connersville. They have 59 sectional championships in their history, those 2 state titles, but I mean, the numbers that you have. Newcastle has the most sectional championships in history in Indiana high school basketball, but man, when you get up into the 50s, that's quite a history.
It's a great tradition.
Their start came in 1914. In IHSA boys basketball, as Marshall catches inside and is pushed out of bounds, but they say he stepped out before there was contact, so 7.1 to play, and Connersville has it with 11-point deficit. There's no doubt they're not going to win this contest, but again, good situational stuff at the end. Williams finds Sullenberger as they swing around to Graham. A 3 on the way, goes over the backboard, and with a half a second on the clock, Delta will inbound and the horn will sound and the formalities will be in place. 43-32, and one more inbound for Logan Maynor. And throws it ahead. It is Parker Foletic with the catch, and the horn sounds, and Delta 1-0 to begin the 2020-21 season. They defeat Connersville 43-32. Both teams will not shake hands at the end of the contest. They shake, they throw, they just, talking, and then Mark Detweiler talks to a player that he's seen before. And Nice respect from both sides. This is a great early in the season contest for both teams, but Delta comes out on top. Inexperience really wasn't a part of this one. Delta looked like the much more experienced bunch. 43-32. The Walls Furniture postgame show is next right here on Muncie Sports Station.
Hi, Adam Brown here with
3 minutes here, and how much time do we have to burn, my friend?
For this community who has supported us.
Okay.
Boys basketball season at home. They defeat Connersville 43-32. It is Rob Fisher alongside me, Mark Forster. Back in our studios is Nick Isbell. Let's head to the final statistics brought to you by First County Federal Credit Union.
First for Delta, Clay Bragg finished with 3 points. Parker Folletic finished with 6. Neil Marshall finished with 10. Logan Maynard had 2, and the Eagles were led by Brady Hunt with 22 points. We had Delta 14 of 29 from the field for 48%. We had them 9 of 20 from three-point land, that was 45%, and 6 of 7 from the line. For Connersville, we had Jonah Graham had 9, Toby Billups with 6, Caleb Sparks had 6, James Williams had 2, Gage Brown had 3. We had them 15 of 37 from the field for 41%, 3 of 4 from the line for 75%. Turnovers, like we said during the first part of the game, and then at halftime efficiency, Delta finishes with 10 turnovers, and Connersville finished with 9.
The final statistics brought to you by First County Federal Credit Union. A credit union is a member-owned financial cooperative existing for the good of its members. Your deposits are loaned to your neighbors. Together, we strengthen the community. Experience what it's like to be a member. First County FCU, serving Delaware County, as we see Mark Detweiler heading over our way right now to talk about game number 1. And you got to be happy. The most important thing about sports is making sure that win column has a little bit more than that loss column, and that's the most important part. As we'll swing the microphone over to him and make sure we can talk to him safely here. Mark Detweiler with us, and Coach, congratulations on victory number 1, and 9 for 20 from 3. It seemed like really in that second quarter you started to find some opportunities for the drive and kick nature. Got a lot of guys involved and really used the drive and kick to get efficient shots, which we talked about pregame.
Yeah, and we talked about that in preparation. They do a great job with their help defense, and they really commit to that. And we felt like if we could just not over penetrate, at times we get in trouble with that, and we're not that type of team this year, so we can't put the ball on the floor too many dribbles, and we get about a 2-dribble limit with our guys. And when we do win an elbow, and draw and kick, and we play off of that, we kind of our mantra, especially with this group, has been create for a teammate, and then just play through Brady. Just lean on him, and I thought we leaned on him, a lot in the second half, and gave him enough touches, and we have to get deep enough in the offense because it's going to be hard to get to him early.
Right.
He's going to deal with a lot of early help, and so we can't rush things and settle. I thought early in the first quarter we settled on a few possessions, and they weren't bad shots. They were decent looks, but when we get deep enough in the offense and give him a second touch, usually what you're going to get will be really good.
And him having the experience of closing before, the lead got down to 6 at one point, and then it seemed like you found ways to get him the ball off movement, and the footwork, and it seemed like every matchup he had tonight for Connersville, the foul count for each of those individuals were escalated just because he's moving around so much, and that really took a toll for Connersville and benefited you late in that second half.
And we can't just sit him down on the block. He's got to move. He's such a good athlete, and we've got to use him. He ran the point some for us tonight.
Sure.
He was center for us some tonight. We have to find ways to move him and get him coming off some screening action, and we got to stay on top of matchups because sometimes teams will go with somebody quicker on him. They'll go with somebody bigger. So we've got to kind of structure our offense and his looks based on who's on him.
And defensively, look, holding an efficient Connersville team that can shoot the basketball pretty well from the perimeter if they get good looks, holding them to 32 points. What does that say where your defense is at? Because I know leading the offense is kind of where you have most of the questions of experience, but defensively you really didn't miss a beat.
No, we did. That's the first thing I told him. The thing I'm most pleased with is where we're at right now defensively and how these guys have bought in, because when you have a new group, that's a tough sell. We've been blessed with guys who've really bought into the defensive end of the floor, and we've kind of challenged them early. Can you live up to what those previous teams have done for us defensively? And I thought tonight they did that. It was fun to watch.
There's obviously things to fix, Coach. It's game number 1. It's Mark Detweiler, the head coach of the Delta Eagles. They win tonight 43-32. But if you envision the way that night 1 would go, is this from an execution standpoint where you would like to be at this point of the year?
Oh, absolutely. I kind of jokingly said our first 1 to 40 will win tonight, because of the style of play of both teams and how physical they are, and they really guard well, and they play with a lot of energy on the defensive end of the floor, and I thought first 1 to 40 would win. But yeah, for us defensively, there's some things to clean up. But again, for where we're at right now, we feel like we get Riley Wooden back, gives us another physical presence because we got pushed around a little bit early. So we're hopeful we get him back next week and gives us another piece. But no, I like where we're at right now. Certainly, I thought our role guys were really good role guys tonight. Stepped up at different times. Parker Folletic, Clay Bragg, guys that didn't really have many minutes coming in. Blake Jones did a great job, handling the ball under pressure.
Sure.
So just getting guys minutes and getting settled in, I thought it was a good night for everybody.
Congrats on the first one, Coach. Mark Detweiler, the head coach of the Delta Eagles. They win tonight 43-32. Thanks so much.
All right, appreciate it.
That's Coach Mark Detweiler of the Delta Eagles getting number 1 of the season. They're 1-0 over Connersville 43-32. Just getting started on the Walls Furniture post-game show here on Muncie Sports Station.
When you make